This story is about my amazing mini Highlands, the fluffy, pasture-raised puppies that have become a part of my life and turned every day into an adventure. It all started with a crazy idea. I saw these adorable mini Highlands in a magazine and couldn't get them out of my mind. Their fluffy faces, funny horns, and curious eyes captured my heart. I came home and told my dad, "Dad, we have to get mini cows. It will be something special." But he just laughed. "We've been raising big cows all our lives. Why do we need these toy cows?" But I didn't give up. For 5 years, I tried to convince him. 5 long years. And then one day, I decided to make a slide presentation with a detailed plan, how we would take care of them, how special they were, and how much joy they would bring to our farm. My dad must have been impressed with my persistence and finally relented. "Okay, let's give it a try." But I'm still not sure this is a good idea. When the first mini Highland arrived, I couldn't believe my eyes. He looked like a little furry puppy. I immediately named him Max. And guess what? He really did act like a puppy. He followed me around, buried his nose in my hands for attention, and loved to be scratched behind his ears. I remember bringing him into the house one day. Max was the same size as our Aussie and was running around the yard with the dogs. My mom came home from work that day, walked into the kitchen and listened. "Something about the dog sounds different today, doesn't it?" she said, looking around. I could barely contain my laughter. "Yes, they do sound different," I confirmed, trying to look nonchalant. But when she stepped out into the hallway, her eyes widened in amazement. "Is that a cow?" she exclaimed as she saw Max running through the kitchen, destroying everything in his path. Mom has been at peace ever since. Max became part of the family, but I didn't stop there. I talked my dad into getting a couple more mini Highlanders. That's how we got Belle and Charlie. These two were also like big puppies. They followed me everywhere, ran happily around the pasture, jumped, and even tried to play with the dogs. My mini Highlands turned out to be remarkably intelligent and affectionate. Every morning I go out into the yard with a bucket of hay and some grain. As soon as I call their names, the fluffy bunch comes running toward me, pushing each other and trying to get to the treat first. Everyone laughs at me, saying that feeding cows cookies is too much. But how can you resist when they look at you with their big, friendly eyes? They all have their own personalities. Max is the most curious and a little stubborn. Belle is calm and very affectionate, and Charlie is a real charmer. They love it when I scratch them behind their ears and stroke their backs. Honestly, they hug me the way dogs do, nuzzling their faces, poking me in the palms of their hands, asking for a little more attention. To some, they're just cows, but to me, they're true friends. They brighten my mornings and fill my days with joy. My dad still wonders how I can play with them every day, but every time he sees them running towards me, a warm smile appears in his eyes. "It's still a cow, just cuter because it's small and fluffy," he said once as he watched Max, Belle, and Charlie play in the pasture. I just smiled back. "No, Dad, they're not just cows. They're our little pasture pups." If you like the story about Max, Belle, and Charlie, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more touching and inspiring stories. Before bringing an exotic pet into your home, be sure to consult with experts and learn about their specific needs. Proper research is the key to giving them the happy, healthy life they truly deserve.